Are we living, or are we just existing? How to tell, and why we should strive to thrive while we're alive, rather than just survive. Good morning, good motivational morning, good motivational Monday morning. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Chase Corrington, and if you're new here, this is the Chase Corrington YouTube channel, where we seek to achieve and maintain happiness through enlightenment, where we seek to discover the hidden mysteries of our reality and the hidden wisdom of the ages. Ladies and gentlemen, wow! So are we living, or are we just existing? Ladies and gentlemen, well, this comes from almost a year ago. These are words I wrote down in my first notebook almost a year ago, ladies and gentlemen. And what it says and what we're talking about today is not just existing, not just surviving, but thriving, being alive, actually living, instead of just existing in this world. Are you thinking awareness? Are you wanting awareness? Are you wanting truth? Ladies and gentlemen, are you seeking truth? Are you yearning? Do you have a hunger for truth? Are you wanting to expand your mind? Expand your consciousness? Are you thinking about these kinds of things? Or are you just existing, ladies and gentlemen? Are we just existing? Are you living? Or are you just existing? Are you, folks? Are you, ladies and gentlemen? Are you living the life that you want to live? Or are you living somebody else's plan? Are you living your entire life by somebody else's rules, by somebody else's scheme, by the society structure that we have around us, that we've created for ourselves? Or are you living the life that you want to live? Are you living life and life more abundant, ladies and gentlemen? Or are you just existing? We have to remind ourselves, we have to recognize that we have a choice. So easily we agree and give in to the societal programming that we don't have a choice and we just have to do wherever our life has put us, and that's just what we have to deal with. We have to recognize we have a choice, ladies and gentlemen. Society has conditioned us to accept the taskless consciousness. So we just exist with this taskless consciousness, like, for most of us, I have to go to work 9 to 5. You sleep, eat breakfast, go to work, get home from work, get some entertainment. You know what I'm talking about, the taskless consciousness. We're just going to go through the tasks for the day. That's the end of the day, and repeat our entire lives. And we wonder why we're so upset. We wonder why depression is at an all-time high in history. We wonder why we have so much struggles in our lives and why people aren't so happy. Are we living, or are we just existing with somebody else's scheme? This taskless consciousness, survival programming, they've got us convinced that survival is the way to live. Like we're in some kind of war zone or something, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you're in a war zone, if you're starving to death and don't have clean water and shelter and, these things, then thriving while you're alive and, enlightenment, I'm fine if you don't have time for these kinds of things. If you have to survive, then that makes sense. But for 90% of us, for the rest of the world, for most of us, for any of us watching this video, if you're watching this video and you're in a war zone or you don't have clean water, please turn off the video and help yourself. Put yourself in a better situation. But for most of us, ladies and gentlemen, we have to recognize that we have a choice. Society has conditioned us to accept this survival programming. They got us convinced that survival is the way to live. We have to do what we have to do to make the money that we need to survive, to pay our bills, and, to pay our taxes to the government so that we can live tomorrow. So that tomorrow we can go to work again and hopefully buy another can of beans so we can frickin' survive. It makes me want to cuss. This is ridiculous that we live our lives this way. And I wish I would have known this 10 years ago. Like we're in some kind of war zone or something, and all we can do is basic survival. Wrong. We can do way more than basic survival, ladies and gentlemen. If what you're doing isn't working for you, then maybe you should start trying something different. If you're not happy with the way life is, then maybe, even though it seems hard, and even though we convince ourselves that there's nothing we can do about it, that's wrong. Any moment of any time in our lives, we can decide to make a change, decide to go in a different direction, ladies and gentlemen. Because they know, and we know that their system, this system that we've built around us, we helped in building this system, and anyways, they know that their system depends on us living this way for it to continue to work. We have to continue to live in this survival programming, ladies and gentlemen. We have to continue to just exist for their system to continue to work, because they're making the profits off of our consumerism. And our consumerism is what's causing it all. If we just stop being ignorant consumers, like who needs a free refill on 64 ounces of soda? I mean, come on! Anyways, question of the day, ladies and gentlemen, what motivates you to do more than just exist? What motivates you to thrive while you're alive rather than just survive, ladies and gentlemen? What motivates you to do more than just exist? Leave that in the comments below and let me know. If you're getting value, hit the like button, consider subscribing. And for some of us, it's hard to get over the mental blocks we have, to even realize that we can do more than just this surviving, this day-to-day nonsense. Ladies and gentlemen, are you just existing? What do we mean by existing? Do you just work? And I'm not saying that work is bad. We all have to chop wood and carry water before enlightenment. And then after enlightenment, we still need to chop wood and carry water. But slaving 9 to 5, doing something you don't want to do, hanging around people that you probably wouldn't normally be around, this isn't the kind of work. The famous saying, doing your work imperfectly is far better than doing somebody else's work more perfectly. Are you just existing? Do you just work, eat, drink, maybe sometimes drink alcohol, get drunk, maybe not even get drunk, just catch a buzz? Do you just work, eat, drink, catch a buzz, procreation, so maybe have some sex every now and then? And even if the sex is good, do you just work, eat, drink, catch a buzz every now and then, have some sex, some coitus, maybe you need some entertainment after that, and then go to sleep and start it all over again? Let me go through it once more. Do you just work, eat, drink alcohol, have sex, be entertained, go to sleep, and do it all over again every day for your entire life, because this is where I was, ladies and gentlemen. I was playing a lot of video games before I started waking up. I was just sleep, eat, drink alcohol, smoke, go to work, play video games, sleep, repeat. Eat, drink, sleep, repeat. Eat, drink, sleep, repeat. Entertainment. I could have got to 70, 60, 70. My entire life could have slipped by and I would have had no idea, ladies and gentlemen, that there's more to life than these things. This work, eat, drink, sleep, procreation, entertainment, which are base animal instinctual behaviors. We need to reprogram our minds, because what we do every day puts a routine, it puts a pattern into our synaptic pathways in our mind, and it programs a pattern where we kind of start to do things subconsciously, on impulse, without thinking it. So before we know, 20 years go by, and we've done the same thing pretty much on impulse, on pattern. So we need to start walking a different direction. We need to start reprogramming and changing these base animal instinctual behaviors. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to start walking in a different direction. Base animal instinctual behaviors. Eat, drink, sleep, repeat. Base instinctual animal behaviors. This is why it's so hard to see for many that we could all be on an entirely different planet, ladies and gentlemen, vibrating at a higher level, complete pure love frequency. And when we are vibrating, when we're just work, eat, sleep, sex, repeat, imagine where we're vibrating, and think about vibrations basically here. Everything that you see in the world, everything that you feel, everything that you taste, touch, smell, hear, are vibrations, down to the most basic level. Vibrations. And these vibrations come to our mind, create information. Our mind goes, oh, I recognize that vibration. That's a sound wave. Oh, I recognize that vibration. And everything, even physical things, ladies and gentlemen, are vibrations at the smallest level. So when you're pissed off, you're vibrating differently than when you're in a pure love frequency. And love is a high vibration, ladies and gentlemen. Love is a high vibration. And we don't realize that we could be on an entirely different planet. If you spend 8 hours a day doing something you don't want to do, where are you vibrating at? If you're wage slaving your life away, not doing what you love, where are we vibrating at? Are we living? Or are we just existing? Existence vibration? Or strive to thrive while we're alive instead of just survive vibration, ladies and gentlemen? No one knows everything, but there are a lot of these voices saying these kinds of things since the beginning of time, ladies and gentlemen. Since the beginning of time. So if anything on today, this Motivational Monday, I want to leave people with the motivation to do whatever they can to change the normal routine. Just do one thing different. Do one thing that makes you, or that's out of your norm, that's out of your comfort zone. It doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't have to be wild or extravagant. Just do one thing to change the survival programming, ladies and gentlemen. So that way we can begin thriving while we're alive instead of just surviving. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am Chase Corrington, and this is the Chase Corrington YouTube channel, where we seek to achieve and maintain happiness through enlightenment, where we seek to discover the hidden mysteries of our reality and the hidden wisdom of the ages, And we need to apply this wisdom, because knowledge is power, but knowledge in action is far more powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, are we living, or are we just existing? If you get value from this content, hit the like button, consider subscribing, leave a comment, and let me know what you do to motivate yourself to do more. What do you do in your life to motivate yourself to go further, to strive to thrive while we're alive? Do more than just survive. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back next week with more interesting topics to throw your way and another motivational Monday morning. Thank you for watching.